price here, and how would you approach a long trade? We're getting kind of close to higher range. So what, are you seeing some momentum up here that you like?
Yeah, several points. I mean, several points for both sides. The thing is, the candle is strong and green, and we are holding the high of the opening range.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I wanted to short the 502. We didn't get there, but we had a rejection there. And as long as we hold this sort of zone between 460 and 415,
Yep.
410 roughly, the bias is bullish for me because yes, we have a lot of room to the downside, but we also have a lot of room to the upside.
I'm long
There's a
3
lot
micros,
of, of
5805.
people
Sorry, Jerome.
who shorted this market. No worries. Go ahead.
I'm long 3 micros, 5805. Stop is at
Wonderful.
5797.
Oh, nice. Wow.
And so yeah, the red candles we saw are profit taking for me, which is of course obvious because we had this 140 points 1 minute candle. And so we had three sort of red moves if you put the color red, but let's say down move, and these are not sell-offs moves. So I think people are just exiting positions or covering, and let's see if we have buyers, still big actors who wants to long. We had a nice push the previous minute, and we have a small like sell-off, small perhaps profit taking again. Somebody's clipping. But if a buyer is interested to buy in this zone, he will. The thing is, if I buy here, the stop would have to be at least the low of this candle, which is 377, because we could wick there and get back up. So I don't know if we're gonna wick there. We could enter, get stopped, and re-enter. That's something that we could do. That's not something I'm used to do, so I'm not gonna play myself in that. But yeah, I think this is a zone we're gonna hover in, and once the market decides which direction it want to move, I'm gonna take a trade. If we move now, then I miss it, and if we go down, then we're gonna retrace probably the whole candle, and then there's a short that could play. The thing is, if we get down 320, I'm not shorting because if we have buyers interested to buy down there, it's going to bounce and then it's going to puke down again. So I'm going to wait for like this bounce pullback, and then I'm going to be interested into shorting around 370, 390 if we have it. How's going your long, Coach Jay?
It was in the profit a couple points. Still holding it for now. Thinking about whether or not I want to add to this if 5797 tests again. My stop is at 95. It's okay for now. Just need to see some new buyers step in here. We are kind of holding under that overnight view up right now, which is right at my entry.
So this plays out. I mean, we're top of range right here too. So
I faded the range,
range break here.
I faded the range trade. I faded the range trade. I should have just shorted up there, like you said, right?
Well, hey, it's all hindsight, right? Listen, I don't care about opinions if there's no trade behind it. That's the least valuable thing to me in the world. Okay, don't know till you bet, chat.
That is true.
Call a short and you don't take it. That's almost worse than anything else. Conviction is so important when you're trading. Okay, so just range to range right now in the ES, probably the other indices as well. Back to underneath 5800s. And we wait. Jack, any trades kind of setting up for you? House account manager, you got your riding gloves on.
I do. We're kind of bouncing back and forth. Nothing tremendous that I see at the moment. I want to buy unless we can find something with a tight stop. I'd be buying much lower than here because for me, we had a great opportunity. I mean, the dead ass low of that sell-off went to the point of control from yesterday, which also happens to be, it's sort of like a double confluence of events. Also happens to be to, excuse me, The low here, let me put on my screen. I gotta remember, usually we have separate people doing this, but we'll get through it. Dead
I'm
low
flat
of
on
the
that
sell-off
trade.
this morning came to the point of control yesterday, which was also the low of that crazy sell-off. Starting that last half hour, went from 58.74 down to 57.69, more than 100-point sell-off in the ES before it turned around and just rebounded again. Inventory held steady throughout the night. We started to get a sell-off in the Euro session, and now we're just kind of ranging around where the settlement was yesterday. And if we can get anything going.
No kidding. I had an opportunity to re-up on that Jack short earlier. Did not go back to the well. Would have been another good trade. We had taken on that short again. Ranges.
Remember, guys, subscribe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, guys. You know what date is? It's Wednesday. It's hit the like button and subscribe button, guys. Come on.
Please
We
do.
are almost at 150 subscribers. Let's do it.
I think Danielle said that if we get to 150,000 subscribers, whoever is on air while it happens gets a bonus. That might be unconfirmed.
It's pizza time. So
Might
we
be
had the week
unconfirmed.
at 75, and we had buyers there. So we had a nice 40 points bounce. We could sell off from here, but see the week I was afraid of. I could have both here, but it's a risky trade because I don't know if we're gonna sell off and puke instantly. We could now. Now we had the bounce, but that was a level of interest people were looking at. So.
Heavy. It's like very heavy.
It was the range trade, Dolby. Are we megaphoning right now? Is that what's happening?
It kind of does look a little bit like a megaphone, to be honest. If we draw it out on the NQ5 minute, higher highs were made, certainly made lower lows several times. So this could be kind of like an intraday megaphone in the NASDAQ, which is arguably one of the harder formations to trade. It is considered a range formation, and it's just one of the hardest ones. It typically happens in kind of like low liquidity environments where it's easy to run highs and lows. What's kind of interesting is that we're still stuck in the middle of the range. So we have a megaphone in the middle of a bigger range. So very, very choppy, but reliable. I mean, hey, if you can idea a megaphone, then we're looking to get long 20,280s and NQ and trying to get short 20,500s, right? We're just assuming that it's going to return back to the middle, because that's kind of what happens during a megaphone formation. So maybe longs end up becoming a good value in the indices if we're going to make the assumption that we are going to, in fact, do the megaphone pattern. But who wants to be the first one to hop in and buy? Is it going to be chat?
I see some folks talking Bitcoin. It's been a wild little couple days in the Bitcoin. If you go out to the daily chart, though, I mean, this gap here, sorry, the MBT. Okay, so this is the gap in the weekend. Sorry, I got to go to the 1 day. This range in here, I'll draw a happy box in case you haven't seen it. Where'd my happy box go, Dolby? Why is
it labeled happy box or just regular box? It should be under rectangle.
Yeah.
Order filled.
Oh, hold on, where I have it. It's under.
I'm doing a bunch of things. I'm having a stroke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I need
order filled.
Yeah, Jack.
I'm smelling
okay,
toast.
It's under
Here
the
we go.
paintbrush. Alt Shift R is the hotkey.
Order filled.
There we go. All right. Here is
order filled.
November 6th. November 5th is the election. So all of this is sort of the post-election bounce here. And it stayed above it for a very long time. Now we've been testing back and forth.
Pressed the
you'll
wrong
see
button.
that like last night,
I pressed the
spiked
wrong
up
button.
again trying to get to the
Crap.
sorry, this is more of what I was looking at.
Order
spiked
filled.
up to that 91,000 or thereabout level. A lot of resistance there in the gap. So I wouldn't be surprised if we keep on trying to trade in this area unless we get a new strategic reserve announced with a little bit more clarity.
Oh, goodness gracious. ES is
Breaking opening
yes.
melting.
ranges
Just melting.
from the low.
All right, we got some movement here.
Let's see if we got some buyers. If we can bounce, have a pullback, there's going to be a nice short.
Made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Potentially.
So
Going back to the
NQ
well was
just
the right
lost
move.
50 points. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing with range trading, right? You just keep on trying it until it fails. And, you know, the failure is the one-time event. Everything else is normal. But do longs get cheap down here? So if we're going to do megaphone formations, then we have to start finding an area in which we think buyers are going to come back in and support this thing. And so far, oh man,
Well-
is there enough news really to make this go lower? Is kind of my question. Typically,
There's
I only like getting
news hanging
shorted-
over our head like a
shorted
guillotine right
Damocles.
now,
Ooh,
which
yeah,
is
guillotine,
what's going to
nice.
go on with the T word.
Already up 30 points off of 315s. So buyers might be IDing this range here. That is attempting to trade. I might have to uncork one and just let something loose.
756.
Get on board.
You're the range
Yo,
trader.
Flea,
Always
we
show us
weren't-
how it's done. I think
Yeah, hold on. I have to DM Jack real quick.
So we are having a
Um,
nice bounce. Buyers are interested in the prices in this low
Yeah.
310 20s area. So that's beautiful. If we can push around 395, 97, perhaps 400, there could be a nice short.
Kirby. Yes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe. Okay, I have to be right back, but this was incredible. I had too much coffee this morning. 320, 380s. Range trade looks super good. Yeah, I'm not used to this morning schedule, but we'll figure it out. Okay, incredible range trade.
This
so
is
far.
the target right here.
Different
Jack, saw you.
rules, by the way.
For today,
Yeah,
long.
different rules, by the way, today. You can just step away.
That's where we're going
Just
today.
make sure your microphone's off, Bilby, so we can't hear you taking a piss as he DM'd me about. All right. Hopefully we don't hear that.
yep, the range trade is working for right now.
Well, reach down was not able to take out that day session low in the
Oh,
ES.
this is
Quickly
not
rejected.
This
Come
is not
on.
working. Let
Give
me
us
remove it.
400, 395.
Hot mic, Dolby.
He's fighting for his life in there.
Excellent.
Might hear a few more of those.
Dang, the short.
All right, game on.
We had the bounce. We got the short. Do we get in? Do we close our eyes and get in? That is the question.
Maybe.
That is the question, ladies and gentlemen.
Which way are you talking about?
I'm short one. I'm going to try to scale in. I'm short one at 45.
Short one, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to try to scale in if this runs in our direction.
5 minutes remaining. Crude traders. Got the crude number coming up here in just 5 minutes. Less than that. Heads up. Check your positions. Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Yep. Wait, what happened? What is Chad doing right now?
Well,
You
we
left
could
your
hear
mic on when
flush
you
the
went to the-
toilet.
Are you serious? You know how far away that is? That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's like two.
I think it flushed
That's like
from
two
a.
rooms.
Yeah.
That's 2 rooms. Well, props to this mic. What is this? Fine. Well done. You have great microphones. Loud and clear. That's everything.
Yeah,
Hey, well, if this flushes
grit in your
again, I'm
teeth.
going back. We're doing real audio for all the sound effects. So if this flushes another 100 points, guess where I'm going? Back to the toilet, flushing that shit.
Use the shed.
Use the shed.
Would this be
Yeah.
a stop better than better? We'll see. I'm gonna add one at 22.75, which is the rift flip of the 4-hour candle, and the origin of the news candle. So we'll see if we can have some volumes. Once this order will be triggered, yeah, I'm gonna go break even if it goes in my favor.
Okay, so Jerome's in a short. Chat is still on toilet sounds. Let's see what happens here.
All right. All right, I'm out. I put it break even, and it got me out. So that was the plan.
That was a quick break even.
Yeah, because it's if I don't have volume on the flip, a lot of volume, sometimes it just goes the other direction. So if it keeps puking, perhaps I might re-enter, but it's a sort of protection I have in these particular setups, so I don't get ran on.
Feels heavy.
So this small 10 points push, that's what I needed to just secure the position. But now it's happening, but we'll see. It's okay. I followed my plan. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, getting down there. So what chart? You're on a 100 tick chart. Okay, so Dakota's on a 100 tick chart too. What do you like about the 100 tick chart more than like a 1 minute or a 5 minute?
I have the 1 minute on the other screen. The thing is, I discovered the 100 tick chart with Top Step TV and Dakota. And so when you have a 1 minute chart, you have during the New York session, multiple 100 ticks chart printing this single 1 minute candle. And so you have more data, more understanding, more structure to visualize and to understand and analyze. So more data, more confidence, and better view and different view of the market as well. So we have also 500, 1000, 2000, etc. So slow and steady. So far I'm with the 100, but we might discover other things. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
actually, Jerome,
we're having a balance.
Yeah. Ooh, what do we got?
Sorry.
Jack, what'd you have?
Well, I was saying we're testing the value area low in the ES. There might be a cheap short there.
Cheap short. Ooh, I was looking cheap long.
Well, that's how markets are made, Dolby.
That's right, Jack. That is right. We're going to make a market right here, right now.
And we got crude 73% long here, 66 in the money with a 66.32 average price. All right, crude oil inventory is hitting the wire here. We got those coming in they were looking at 800,000, and those are coming in at 3,614,000. So a big run here. That's probably why we're seeing here 74% long here now in crude. Gasoline inventories looking at a negative 1.4. They were looking at a negative 750,000. So there you go. There's your crude oil inventories here. Coming up next here, we do have nothing, basically. Beige book at 1 o'clock. Back to you guys.
How do you think
we're going to make a run for these lows?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to momentum short?
Possibly.
This is where a momentum trader and a range trader meet in the ring right here. This is the exact moment.
Filled.
One is sniffing potential breakdown, and one thinks that buyers are coming in. But no, I mean, seriously, this is why I kind of think there's only really two types of traders. You have range traders, momentum traders. Yep. You got people who want to, buy momentum, and you have people who want to sell momentum. And that's kind of who makes up the market.
Order filled.
Exactly.
Order filled.
I mean, the longs down here they're so cheap.
So we have
all right.
We having a bounce, so
we did.
That's why I put break even in this particular situation. So
we
didn't have the push I was waiting. So today W for the rule. It might puke, but so far I'm completely satisfied with putting the which is
That's
very
kind of the
rare. Right?
Well, that's kind of the thing with momentum trades. You know, you want to kind of see it go right here, right now. Like, you don't want to wait for a pullback because then, like, you know, this might happen, you get stopped out. But if you're playing momentum, it needs to happen. So, you know, I don't trade momentum, but I do think a lot of range or momentum traders typically have time stops in their vocabulary and a lot of instinct as well. Because the more times you're taking these momentum trades, probably the more in tune you're getting with the market, with the dome, feeling out momentum. You know, if you get that, you know, whiff of it not feeling right, you gotta get quick to flattening your trade because you don't want to get run over on a pullback. Kind of like what we're seeing here. Maybe it's not a huge one in the NQ, but it's coming. I did want to ask chat, Jerome, you said you learned the 100-tick chart from Top Step TV. Chat, I was wondering, what one thing have you learned from Top Step TV? Kind of curious to see what y'all say, but we've been doing this for a long time.
I'm just going to say an extra information about that. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting you. But I have the premium offer on TradingView when they did the Black Friday promotion. You don't have access to the 100-tick chart. So I didn't even knew it existed. And so thanks to Top Step X, we have access to it. So this is amazing. I don't know if people knew this, but you could pay a couple hundreds for a software with TradingView, with a program, a membership, and you don't have the 100-tick chart. So Top Step X is amazing.
Order filled.
Oh, Drum. Love it. Shout out at the 100-tick chart. Look at all these wonderful answers coming in. One is learning how to use the microphone. I think we're all learning together. 3-bar reversal, market volume profile, VWAP, ATR, 3-bar reversal. Look at all this good stuff. Chat, we're learning together. We're having a good time. What a bounce here. Megaphone is held up. Ooh, AJ.
Oh, hell, let's get some beer. What do you say? Let's just
awesome.
get a bunch of beer.
Order filled.
Good time, Eddie. Maybe Friday. We'll come to this on Friday.
All right.
Go scavenge.
Now could be another short. That could be a good
yeah.
short.
Very
that was
good
my
short up here.
90 was my stop.
One.
Oh. What do we got,
The
Jack?
short one. All right. Guess what?
Yep.
I'm back in. My stop is going to be, it's going to be 91. It's going to be a quick stop if we stopped. So
yeah, I had a 91.5. If it reverses here.
91.5.
It's like I have the same trade with a better entry, so it's all good. It's like if I was in the same trade.
Someone keeps flashing size in the NASDAQ. They just flashed at 400, 20,400. They were up. I think it's the same person that was up at 500 before, flashing at 900, and then just kind of pulling it.
Still some great answers coming in from chat here. Love seeing it.
But we'll see.
Some support at that volume area low. Let's break through it.
Yeah, not seeing the rejection I wanted to see, so that will likely run in to the upside.
Ranges still holding. Megaphone is
Order
intact.
filled.
Buyers have come
you
back
can do it,
in.
Dolby, if you
Order
want.
filled.
Oh, I'm going to, Jack. I'm absolutely uncorking trades.
Do we have sellers?
Not a good entry right here, right now, though.
906 at 399
Order
in the
filled.
NASDAQ.
Wonder if we do 6 to get
Order
a
filled.
Wow, really?
an easier.
Yeah.
An easier.
All right,
We can get
I'm out.
Feel.
And pulled. They're not letting that. They're using that order to kind of attract the market, and then as soon as it gets close, they're pulling it. They just pulled it again on the way up there.
I mean, do
Same
we
thing
like
at 500.
shorts?
I do.
Kind of right middle of the range. I mean, if there was going to be a short, I mean, potentially we could see rejection off the 50% area, which is kind of where we're at right now in the ES. I'd assume the NQ is probably in about the same spot. It looks like the ES and the NQ are trading kind of hand in hand, and lo and behold, they are. So 20,383 is about the 50% every now and then that kind of works as like a continuation trade, like within a range. I don't know if it's going to hold.
Having a
It
hard
is something
time
to keep
getting
an eye on
over.
here. But this range, or this current level right here, right now, is not ideal for a range trade. Not ideal for a range trade.
No,
Very
we're
much
right
so in the
near
middle.
the point of control for the session so far. That was worth a peek.
It was. Don't know till you bet.
Yeah, this is middle of the range right now. Just looking at my charts, VWAP attached from the open is, let's look at a 15-minute chart. It is a flat line pretty much, kind of leaning towards the downside, but flat VWAP means range-bound markets. And for me, don't take any trades near that VWAP. Could be a decent
What?
opportunity to short,
I
but
took
this
place
is like a
here.
no trade zone for me right now.
It's this one. Oh boy.
It's a little
Sorry
different than the
about
NASDAQ.
that. So I'm debating. I'm doing 5. Here, I'll show
Dolby,
you
if we
what
want to
I'm
show
doing.
Jerome's chart, I have to do
Oh.
it.
I had muted myself.
1, 2,
I'm out
of the
3,
trade
4,
anyway.
5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8 long. 1
The tight
red,
stop.
355.
You're out.
Down
Okay.
7.
But this was.
Order filled.
There we
Still
go.
Flush
We
with.
just
I'll say
added
that continuation longs here might actually make more sense if we can find support at like
Yeah.
the 50% level, just because that means we found a base at the bottom, and then range to range rules would mean we go back and test, say, 20,500 in the NQ and whatever is relative for the ES. So 58.15s, let's say.
I'm
So
getting
that
my
would be
platform the
type of
best
force
way
to
now.
trade. I think that's what it would be, a continuation long concept. But we'll see here.
This is something anyone
Yeah, if I'm gonna do
can
something with a larger stop,
Order
definitely
filled.
to the long side, it's gonna be tight on the short
The
side.
stop is 500.
Yeah, I'm with you,
The
Jack.
gain is
That's what we talked about all
110.
morning, right? Finding a place to buy this.
Yeah.
5 micros.
The problem, though, is
The
the
most
market
it goes down is 200
makes it
when
very,
it's
very scary to
readjusting
get
or whatever.
cheap trades. And so, like, the best long location is down by 20,320, and that's,
And rewind the
Order
video.
filled.
away from
You
what
can
appears to be a complete collapse of the NASDAQ.
Traffic.
But that's when buyers come in, and so that's where you have to have a lot of conviction in your system or range trading strategy to
There we
hop in
go.
there and be like, yeah, this is fine.
I didn't even hear it going.
You know, I might get completely run over and obliterated, but the reward is
So
incredible trade location.
So now we gotta
tight
wait.
risk with a ton of upside.
We got 5 minutes. Oh yeah, this is
Crude.
going.
Sometimes you just gotta let
New
it
low.
play. Ooh, new low and crude.
Order filled.
Coach Jay, can you pull up some CL real quick? I wish we could trade CL. That'd be a really fun
Yep,
market.
I
Maybe
got-
you can talk to the
I got
risk
it up
team.
here. And it's
Charts.
doing kind of exactly what we talked about, right? We had that opening at 8 a.m. attached to
Yeah.
view up there, and it is just acting as a resistance the entire way down. Every time we come up and check it, the market sells off, and we're continuing to sell. Let's zoom out and look at a higher time frame on a 30-minute. That's 65 even level, right? We haven't traded it in a little while, but the fundamental news in crude right now is bearish, and the markets are agreeing.
Yeah. Much,
So to
much
answer
cleaner
a
price action.
question
So this is
from
200 here. Of course, you've seen it.
chat, Gerald's asking, why does it say people are in a position, but then all of a sudden says no position? Well, that's because I am simultaneously right now producing this show on this show and trying to fill in the numbers. So I'm doing my best. I know the house account P&L because I can see it right in front of me because it's on my trading screen, but I'm happy to update as things go on. So P&L check.
That's
Hey,
nice.
Jerome, where you at? No
I'm
position?
down
Down
1,900
7.24.
flat.
One at a time now?
Did you get that, Jack?
Hey, where are you at?
Just throw numbers at him.
I'm down 1,900, and I'm flat.
Flat, okay.
Jerome?
And down 7.24 and flat. And chat, hit the like button again for the production team you're seeing today. There's people who are not here, and Jack, Dolby, and perhaps other people I don't see are producing it. So we have the show today. So let's be grateful and hit this like button and subscribe.
We're given a mandate.
You have to bless
we're gonna do it.
The fortitude of Michael Patak is he does not want this stream to be running 1 second shorter than the full time, even if the big
Giving
one
it to you.
hits Chicago or something. We will find some way. We will have Dakota do it on his Samsung.
big one.
I bet Dakota doesn't have an iPhone. He doesn't. Seems like the type.
He definitely does not
That's a
have an
good.
iPhone.
Yeah, I wish we'd do a poll. Does Dakota have an iPhone or an Android? I think that's a very valuable question. While we wait and see here.
Dakota 100% does not have an iPhone.
Well, you get
Or
the
the
great
ham
message
radio
levels
radio
from
contrarian.
it.
CB, I think. I think the ham radio
It's a
is pretty good.
All of his texts are green.
Got it. Yep. Coach Jay, good call. Flip phone. You would have a
He has
flip
like a
phone.
Motorola Razr.
100%. It's like, yeah, this phone works fine. Don't have to get a new one. How would I?
Kevin knows. He's got a
Order filled.
There we go.
Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
Olzas doesn't
We
give a shit what
lost
kind of phone Dakota
500
has, so let's
bucks.
get back to the markets.
Okay,
we
back to
So
the
just
market.
I'm
rejected-
learning here. What happened here?
Stay in your lanes.
I
This is
believe-
important.
Joke of the day.
Yes, has
Joke of the day.
hold off.
My God, man.
God, really good move so far. You're
Ugly
just stuck in
Emery
this
over
range.
here.
We're flipping from
we rejected.
megaphone to Dorito. We're always like in like a diamond form. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Diamond from megaphone to Dorito in the NASDAQ into diamond. Megaphone, Dorito into diamond formation. Nothing going on right now.
Daddy spawn this shit.
Oh, we're gonna range trade, all right. We are gonna range trade. Don't you worry, Chad. We just gotta get to the extremes. That's all. I'll get to the extremes here. We're stuck in the middle. This is not good trading zone.
You just lost 500.
The
So now,
overnight VWAP is
Chris Barnes
is kinda-
says it's a
let's see if we
Mega
do
Diamond
6.
Dorito.
How long can we
It is a
make?
mega diamond Dorito. I wonder if NP can ski one of those.
Oh, this candle is about to finish, so I'm not gonna do Jack now.
All right, we're gonna wait. Wait and
NASDAQ
see here. Yep.
dumping 44 points and then bouncing 40 points. NASDAQ.
Mhm. This is very, very chill. Oh, there's a question in chat. We can round table this one. It was, what does a cheap trade mean? Jay, how do you define what a cheap trade is?
It's a trade where you can limit your risk, right? It's defined risk and good trade location, right? If I want to get short in the S&Ps right now at 57.90, I think my risk would have to go at 58.05 at the least, right? Now, if I'm shorting 2 contracts, that's costing me $1,400 with minis. Does that fit your account? But it's good trade location, and it's not going to cost a whole lot to figure out whether or not you're wrong.
Yeah. What about you, Jerome? What's a cheap trade mean to you?
That would be sort of the same. A trade, let's say a long at a down of the low of the range or a short high. So you put a tight stop and you have a huge risk reward. And you could be stopped like the short I took, right? Was a tight stop considering market volatility. And that was a sort of cheap trade, let's say.
Yeah. Jack, any thoughts on opinions on cheap trades? Is that how you define some trades?
Yeah, for me, they tend to be like the momentum stuff too. Like if I'll put, you'll see me occasionally putting like stop sell orders or something while we're trying to hit new lows. It's like it's either going to go right away or it's not, and you get stopped out for a few points. Or even that short we took earlier, it was like we were risking 5 points in the ES. That's not much, versus the buy that I'm talking already about trying to do later is a very expensive trade that you'll hold longer, where I'm talking about maybe risking $5,000 on one contract. We'll see.
Right. Yeah. It's also, I think, it's like a perception of value too to the trader. So I think it's a little bit kind of depends on who you ask. But a cheap trade, it kind of depends on like your system, and kind of like the expected value. Like if you're really, really confident in a setup and you can define risk cheaply, but you have a high probability you think the trade's going to work, you think you can get a good RR, then it's going to be a cheap trade, just relative to what's going on and what you're seeing in the market. And those are the trades that we really like, and you try to train yourself to get excited when those opportunities come up, so you can just nab those trades. Like we should get more excited about those cheap trades as traders and just hop in the execution real fast. Don't be scared to take them. Embrace the cheap trade.
900
you
lot
bet.
in the NASDAQ is at 449 right now.
449.
They
Okay.
keep moving it around. They were at 500. They were at 400. They're at 449 right now. We've been seeing the market kind of trade into it. So if you want to caveman it, you got 20 points before, where that
Caveman
level is.
long, right here.
Yeah, it would be that trade. So the reason I'm leaning to the short side still, this yellow line that I have on my chart is the full session VWAP, and it's just started to act as a resistance, right? It's 5805 in the S&P, 20,441 in the NASDAQ, and it's holding as a resistance. So no trade zone outside of a couple of scalps right now, because we're kind of in the middle of that range, but just watching that VWAP kind of hold the market down right now.
So for example, speaking of cheap trades, you could kind of define a cheap trade here, right? So if the thesis is we don't think we're getting over VWAP, then a cheap trade would be shorting, say, 430s with a stop at 450s, work a 20-point stop, but the upside is maybe down to 320s. It could be 100 points of upside potentially. So you're risking 20 to make 100. You have a clean area where you want to put a stop. To me, that's a kind of textbook cheap trade. We know we're not going to risk that much, but the upside is very, very high. And also the certainty of the trade is relatively good as well. That would have been a good one.
Hey, one of Hoops VIPs passed VO1. VO1, good job here. Thanks, Hoop.
Nice job. I'm seeing that. Oh man, should have hopped in on that one. All right, no more wishing about getting into trades. Or just start taking stuff. Little paralysis here.
You're gonna shoot. Don't talk.
Nope. My least favorite things. Pet peeve of mine. Right back to the 50% range in the NQ. We're in the middle of the double diamond inverse megaphone.
Order filled.
It is a wonky diamond formation. But Coach Jay, great eyes on that VWAP. Really holding the price
stop
down here
loss
in the NQ, selling off even more, down to 360s, about 20 points below 50%. New lows crude. Are sellers in the market right now?
Just everywhere.
Order filled.
Everywhere.
Okay, so it's working. 6. Let's see how it does. 6.
Order filled.
See dead buyers. Jack, when was the last time you saw 6 cents?
120. 120.
Good question. I don't have basic cable anymore, so it's like
130.
usually just on PBS or something like that. But
Yeah, it's on TNT.
150,
No
100,
I've seen it in
200,
the last-
Everything away.
yeah, I don't want to
200.
spoil that Stephen Baldwin's in it.
Ah, man, I told
Spoiler
you.
free zone.
200.
No,
Spoilers
I'm
free
wrong.
zone.
It's
300.
Donnie Wahlberg. That's what it was. Donnie Wahlberg.
Same thing.
2.
Same guy.
Same
But
kind
that's a
of.
one-time watch movie.
2.
Yeah,
See it once, done.
Two.
File it.
2.
I get it.
2.
Check it off my bucket list.
2.
It's like
One.
The Usual Suspects. See that movie?
Lower.
Guys are so.
I don't know if
guys
I
Here
are
it
so
goes.
sick.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
going. It's
That's a good
going.
one.
You got to see
It's
that
going.
one. You got to see that
Right.
one, yeah.
You know what they
Oh, crap.
say about Kevin Spacey?
All right,
Hate
I'm short
movies,
again.
hate his movies, love his man.
Jerome, you're short.
All right. Jerome.
Drum short.
Yeah, I took it again. We'll see. Perhaps I'm gonna catch a bottom. Just warning y'all. It's perhaps a bottom catch.
Not my bottom.
You long or short?
Short. I'm gonna take
Short. Oh,
the same stop as previous.
Order filled.
Okay, that made
I
it.
don't like your short trade.
We
You
render
have good momentum
about
here.
300.
This trade here.
I just want to keep my,
Oh, yeah.
my
300.
conviction.
Let's
I wanted to short 20. Missed it.
Order filled.
It's the same level as previously. Perhaps I was too early previously, so we'll see. We will see.
stop? 90 or so? Oh, so you're in the queue.
This is it. This is a long, yeah. It's going to be a potential
Do I
long.
wanna add one? Yeah,
What are we
it's
looking
perhaps bottom,
for?
because it's a nice place to buy as well.
Yeah, the equities are
110.
doing what I call the take everyone's money pattern,
Yeah.
where you trade in the
is-
middle. Yeah.
This is tough. I didn't expect 340s to hold, but I mean, this is very, very well behaved NASDAQ. It's not a fun formation, but it is megaphoning very strictly here. We can get below 340s and NQ, we'll finally break the megaphone, but
We get
are we, is the
better
market waiting for more news? Or
better
something?
numbers
I
going up
figured we'd have
than
a little more
down.
action today.
Mhm.
But this is very, very range bound. This kind of reminds me of like Friday Power Hour almost. Maybe even less volatile than Friday Power Hour.
Order filled.
I like ranges.
We lost 500
Sure.
again.
We're making some money here. Oof.
So this
Yeah,
one
I
I
know.
like it
Oh my
long.
goodness, Jerome, I am so sorry. That is not fair.
No, it's all
That
good.
is-
I tightened the stop, made
Good.
it smaller.
Order filled.
It's all good.
So let's see here now, right? Because what we've been doing is we're popping back up to this overnight VWAP, which right now in the S&P is at 5802, and that's been acting as a resistance, right? Kind of just making lower highs. So let's
Order
see if
filled.
that pattern
Very good.
continues,
Okay.
and
I like
maybe
keep
we're not
liking it long.
ranging as far as getting all the way back up to 5816, but we're kind of channeling lower, just in a very overlappy kind of choppy way.
And it's
Well, I'm gonna
oh,
offer,
this is the
I'm
candle.
gonna offer
This is the
440s
long candle.
in,
Order filled.
This is the long candle.
Let's see what happens. But this range has been very, very good so far. Let's dip a toe in the water and see what happens. Maybe we can risk 15 or 20 points on this range, maybe get 40 out of it. But the
Yeah,
range
and,
has been very strict.
Order
like the chat
filled.
said, we're making
Oh
Lower
man,
highs.
it went with 12.
sorry higher lows also.
So now we are in
Yeah, we're doing
very
well, though.
jeopardy.
This is textbook
Because
Dorito pattern.
We only
Very,
have
very clean.
oh,
Lower
this
lows,
adjusted.
lower highs, higher lows.
Adjusted to
It's just kind of disappointing,
858,
NASDAQ.
but
That's
I
all I'm
don't
gonna
I
say. I'm a
don't
little
want
bit
to go there.
I was expecting,
But this is the long
expecting more
long
out of you
candle.
today. But very, very chill. Didn't hear anything about crypto yesterday when Trump was speaking. Relatively, maybe kind of like just 9 conversations. Spoke for like an hour and a half. Kept it pretty safe, I'd say. Nothing too involved in the markets. I think mentioned tariffs once or twice, but nothing crazy. Clearly, the market didn't see anything that it didn't like, just kind of hanging out. Christopher, NQ's breaking hearts this week. So sorry. As long as we manage our risk, though, everything's going to be fine.
Nothing
I
coming
think it is
across
readable if you
Twitter
expected
so
it.
far.
I think expectations are kind of the downfall for most traders. We expect something to happen, it doesn't happen, and then we get, sad because I think
We're
we wanted
looking
to
at
happen, didn't happen,
423
but,
as
I'm not a big
target.
fan of having expectations. You play
So
enough shows to 0 people, and you just stop
It's
having
240
less
should
than
be the target.
15 years
240.
ago.
Can't be disappointed.
240.
Nope. Hey, if one person shows up to your show, that's awesome. It's more than 0.
Hi, Mom.
This should be the target
Hi, Mom.
because we
You're
are
exactly
doing
High school
doing
battle of the
110.
Here's my sweetie.
So that's
Hi, sweetie.
220. 220.
That's my
Not
mom.
240.
Having flashbacks.
You know, the thing is, my mom never came to any of my
Let me
gigs.
see.
My dad did. My dad come to all
Really?
of them. Yeah. Mom never.
Order filled.
There we go.
And I had a lot.
Okay, we're still down 500
You know,
bucks.
Well, actually, I can't say that because we owned a bar restaurant with a stage, and my band played
Oh.
there, and she would be in the bar. So. All right, I take
that
that back.
counts.
Never mind.
That counts.
I will rewind. God rest her soul.
Whoever, yeah. Hey, whoever's willing to help unload and load equipment, they're the super fans. Super fans in my book. Man, this range is even
Did you-
tighter.
you-
Told
let me
you
ask you
that was
something,
the
Dobby Ken.
candle. I
Do they
told you.
stick around?
It came down.
You know,
It's the candle.
When I used to play, I mean, I had a big keyboard set up,
Let me
like the
see.
Rick Wakeman setup.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Order
nice.
filled.
They'd
Very good.
get in for
Now
free, and they'd
we
be pulling
w-
stuff in.
we
and
got
help me
we
set
get
up,
over
but
it.
when time came
We
to
go-
break everything down and
This
put
is
it
where
in
we going right
the
here.
truck, they were like
That's
two
where
sheets
we
to the
going.
wind, or in the corner
Keep that in mind.
talking to a pretty
If
girl.
we're gonna go
or
low,
they
that's
didn't
where
answer
we
the phone,
going.
anything like that.
Okay.
Bandmates or
Your
Those
dad?
are
friends
the
and family?
targets.
No, friends like roadies. You know, they'd tag
Oh,
along.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
with
would say
the
most of
band.
the time
Yeah, I'm
mine are
with the band.
pretty helpful. I just don't want them touching my stuff
cool.
until it's broken down. Once it's broken down and
Touching
like
my
in
drums?
cases, you touching my drums? Yeah, I don't want people touching my drum set unless they're drummers. Let's see. NQ Megaphone, very well behaved today. 20,420 offering up a little bit of resistance on the 1 minute, which perfectly corresponds with the lower high in the NQ. Okay. Ooh, J55X5 at Jerome at Nick Dolby is valuable in gathering market information to make trading decisions, but to what extent? Sometimes it is harmful to good results and can be overwhelming. What is the thing that you're referring to? Is it over analysis or too much analysis? If that is the case, I do think
Order
there is
filled.
something to be said
here
about
we go
Order
again.
filled.
maybe too much confirmation, too much on your charts, and you can get analysis paralysis by analysis, and maybe convince yourself to not take trades if that is the case. So, I mean, execution is just as important as everything else.
Order
when you're
filled.
Here we
trading.
go.
We're still going to offer 440s
Order
here. We'll see
filled.
if this can reject off of VWAP. A little bit of momentum getting up here, but we can see if we can scalp a little trade. I am not an official coach in that sense. Not like Coach J. Coach J is a team.
We
He's a
lost
VIP
that.
coach.
We lost
I think
that.
Great
season 3 we need
educator.
a.
Lost that.
I think season 3
So
of
we
VIPs we
lost
need a Dolby team.
3. This
I
is
think there might be in the future. I think there might be.
Interesting.
8, 5,
There'll be a bunch of
10,
range traders, hopefully. And if not, there'll be a bunch of range traders by the end of it.
14. We're down
Oh, we did not
14.
get filled.
So we
So good example of a range trade, right? Set a limit order at 440s. Could not get filled. We missed it by about 3 points on that range trade. We did have the order in, did not get filled, and we're already down 20, 30 points. Damn, that would have been a good one. That would have been a really, really good one.
Order filled.
I'm holding some
I think
stop
it's-
market sells just in
We're
case.
back.
Oh,
We
nice.
get some
So what are you working?
news to the downside.
Yeah, I like that. ES?
I have one left over before. I might. Yep, ES. I've been trading ES lately. I think Q's too whippy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a much better market.
Yeah, I
I
am
know.
reeling right now. We were so damn close to getting that short, and we just got crushed in the NQ. I'm a very emotional trader.
Let's wait for the next
Gotta
candle,
work on
but I
that.
like it long.
That
work.
VWAP
Order
is
filled.
Still kind of just like pressing
I could be
on
wrong.
the market lower.
Okay,
right
this is
now
good.
It's at 58.01.
Start down
You can see
and then
we
move
came
up.
checked it, and it's acting
To
as
leave your
that
wick.
resistance.
Don't bet
Again,
more
we're
down.
making higher lows as well. This
Go
is
down a
whatever
little
the move
more.
that happens out of this range is going to be a pretty big one. I think we just have to wait for it to happen if you're a breakout trader. If you're a range
Oh,
trader,
man.
keep eating.
Yeah, range traders should be doing really well today. That would have been great example of a cheap trade. Great example. Did offer up 440s.
We're
stop
gonna
it,
switch here.
55s, and then you have all of that downside. It would have been such a good trade. Kind of the agony
And
of being a
reward.
limit order trader.
Pain and reward. VWAP stands for volume weighted average price. So for whatever period of time you're looking at, say it's
Order filled.
session, like right now, this white line on my charts here is the volume weighted average price since the open. So it's multiplying the price by the volume. So if you have more volume at a price, it takes more into account. That's what that is. And all roads lead at it. To it.
Yep. Yeah, great example.
Okay, I got beaten.
Thank you for grabbing that
by the
question
big
from
bad
chat.
wolves.
All right, higher lows
no,
again.
maybe.
Testing the bottom of the megaphone now. Oh, Wildfire caught it. Well done. It's like some traders in chat have caught the short off the VWAP in NASDAQ. You were talking about that maybe 45 minutes ago, Coach Jay.
Yeah, we were.
Too much ranch dressing on the mouse over here. Salad hands all over the place.
Question is, do we buy it here again? Right?
Feels like, this is the time. It's like you make a bunch of good calls, don't take any of the trades, and the one time you finally make the move is the one time that it ends up
Punches you right in the face.
Right in the face. There's kind of a rule. Isn't there like a rule, Jerome, where like the first time you try anything in trading, it doesn't work? You try to be super disciplined the first day, and I feel like the first is nothing goes right, even though you do everything right.
What I like right here
Why is that, Jerome?
is the
Because it could happen, right? It could happen, and if it
Low.
happens at let's
Shape
say the
candle.
wrong time and the wrong timing for you, let's
The
say
wick is
taking back your
inside
example,
right here.
tell yourself, okay, on Monday I'm gonna do this, and you do all of it, and it doesn't work, and you end the day red, and it messes your mind. You put so much mental effort into staying disciplined that it drains you, that the result is not here, because we don't get the satisfaction, we don't get the serotonin, the dopamine to get satisfied, to have this gratefulness inside our body as hormones. And so it's really dangerous because it can deplete the whole process, the whole mental capital effort we do, and then you are in the vicious cycle of like putting all in or getting into stupid trades that don't follow your plan, over leveraging, mismanaging risks. Like you make more mistakes, right? So, and it's the same with everything in life. The thing is, our brain doesn't likes comfort actually, and doesn't like anything uncomfortable. So once you want to change anything, your brain is going to do everything but helping you to change this thing. Let's say you want to lose weight, it's going to give you like pictures of pastries. You want to quit smoking, it's going to give you like the feeling of, oh, a cig is going to go well here, etc. So you gotta break and fight these habits, and it's hard.
Oh, that's awesome. Got a resident brain doctor on staff here, Jerome. Are you actually a surgeon?
I'm starting to pick up a little bit here.
Yeah, we're not taking the.
No, I work in neurodegenerative disease such as PD, Parkinson's disease, AD, Alzheimer's disease. I do research, and I run a med and digital company, eMed company, developing a medical app.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Drum's killer. We love Jerome.
I love you guys.
So cheap.
Order filled.
Cope with that, Jerome.
Yeah.
No, I love you more. But with trading, for example, I got 2 trades. It's lost. It's okay. I mean, did I follow my plan? Yes. Was this in my trade zone? Yes. Am I satisfied with the stop, the risk, etc.? My entries? Yes. So there's some days I don't follow my rules and I win, and these are the days you reinforce bad habits. And reinforcing bad habits is one of the worst things that could happen to us within trading and outside of trading as well, because we don't know when we do it, right? You don't know when you're reinforcing a bad habit, because 95% of the time you don't know that is a toxic or bad habit. And so we make these stronger prints in our body as hormones, increasing cortisol level, which is stress, lowering testosterone level, which is self-belief. And you have all these systems connected and that take place, and days after days, weeks after weeks, you can increase or reduce your self-belief, trust, etc. So it's a whole other topic, and if I start into it, I have to explain other things. So let's focus on the trading. But yeah, it's a very interesting topic related to trading.
It's a good conversation.
It is.
No,
I mean,
thanks,
trading psychology is very, very interesting. I was quipped that if I ever became a psychologist or a therapist, I would just have all my clients trade for a month so we can get to the bottom of what's been bothering them. Trading has pinpoint precision and bringing out what makes you feel icky inside.
Dolby time, I tell you, mindset's the number one thing you got to work on first thing in the morning, or before you even log on in to your computer. You got to check that mindset. How am I doing? You know.
Yeah, who do we have? Do you remember who we had on? This might have been years ago, but I think they were a trading psychologist who actually
Randy Hull?
he had the sheet in the morning that you fill out, and it was like how I'm feeling, and it was like you would rank your emotions, like I think 1 through 5 every single morning.
We've got that. I think Mr. Hoagland put that together.
Was it Hoag? Okay.
Or was that from Randy Howell? I don't know. We got to get Randy on here. Randy was fantastic.
Yeah, we should.
It feels like the short is about to. This range is about to break
pop
to a
off.
low. It feels like. Yeah.
Feels a little
Joe,
heavy,
where?
doesn't
I
it?
mean, it's not Joe. Jack, where are your stop market sells?
Down a little further. Like I want to play it tight for the for the break of it.
Okay.
If it doesn't get.
Yeah, I get you. We don't want it to just extend and then pop back into it.
Yeah. Ooh, who said Rich? I think that's right. Rich Friesen.
There's Rich Friesen. Yeah, Hans got it.
Nice job, Hans. You get the cookie of the day.
Hey.
Don't eat it though.
Take these long.
Hey, Craig, new lows.
Yeah, yeah. We should have. I should have taken longs at 340s. It does.
Too late in the S&P.
Oh no, maybe not. Hold on. Let's see. No, it is not. It's not a great. All right, we'll buy one. All right, we're long one, 57.81. It does feel a little bit icky, but we'll move the stop to like 57.74. We don't want to see this reconsolidate to the bottom. Kind of buying the higher range here on the 1 minute. So
I actually want to short this again. Perhaps
might be straight trash. This might be straight trash, actually.
Because the level is not holding like previously. Previously, we had a very aggressive bounce. It doesn't mean anything. We can have buyers stepping in right here, right now. But looks like the level has weakened.
Yeah.
We're gonna bid another one right at lows of this range and see if this can hold. But something does feel a little bit different. And, yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it, right, Jay? It's just like this feels weird.
Yeah, we're just moving around a little bit more. We're not holding above that 82.
Well, okay, we're already stopped out.
Volume's
Minus
picking up.
543. Yep. Yeah, minus 543 on that. But that's how trading is.
I reversed you doing the quick. I got triggered on the first thing. This will be short. We'll risk a couple bucks to see if we take out the lows.
Yeah, this does not feel
come
the
on,
same.
baby. Drill.
Does not feel the same.
Nope.
Actually,
Order filled.
It is, yeah. It's getting a little bit of wiggle in the ladder too. Going back to that where we were saying earlier, the first time you try something, it never works. Feel like passed up 5 good entries and took the one that was just not going to range trade. Very frustrating. A lot of trading left in the day. Whole lot of trading.
Yeah.
Got about an hour left here for fast markets. Time flies when you are having fun. Thanks to chat for hanging out with us today. Next 2 days are going to be unplugged version of Top Step TV. Be simple, low maintenance. Just hang out, take some trades. Maybe this bids now. Maybe that was a little stop run. Also got Euro close coming up in 20. That might be impacting things a little bit. Is anyone in a trade right now? Are we clear?
I'm flat.
Yeah, we're short
flat.
One.
Ooh.
I like that trade, Jack.
Yeah. Undo my slop.
Man, they squeezed us and then it's raining down.
Rejected it. We rejected couldn't get to the lows. Come on, baby.
Order filled.
Where are you working this short from?
Hold up.
I'm gonna get your charts up. Well, I got your charts up. I'll pull them up. All right, so you're in right now. Trying to get short 2.
Okay, we're short 2.
Oh yeah.
No bounce.
What do we got? Short 2, 57.72.
Order filled.
Nice trade.
Took me out.
You can risk.
You
can risk above
But this
82.
is the target long. This is the target short.
I would say for targets 57.
Let's go get 50s.
Yeah, 45s are probably the most ambitious. But Jack, we have broken out of range here.
Nice trade, sir.
30 minute range is totally broken. I would say
Order
50s
filled.
for at least one of them. If we're feeling very, very bearish,
What do
look
we
for an
have
extension. What?
as
Wrong account? You
One
I'll
flagged?
get back in on
1,000?
the
Get out.
flop. I double clicked it.
Order filled.
Oh,
750.
good.
That's okay.
Made money.
You
Get
made
back
money.
in.
You made money, right?
On that
Yeah.
retest of
9-10.
70s, maybe, Jack?
Yeah.
If it holds.
That was the
Well, let's
retest
trade
of 70.
I was
The
waiting
trade-
for. Good job.
The
2
trade worked
minutes.
in that we got the stop limits going through the bottom there.
Perfect.
And now we're taking a pause, so that's fine. Eventually, I
Yeah.
do want to buy this if we get this 40.
Yeah, 57.63 was a 50% of our range from yesterday between 9 and 10. Melted through that. Someone in chat said, "Why'd you go long?" It's because the range trade worked literally every single time up until
For an
the
hour and a half.
moment I placed
Order
long
filled.
in ES.
Order filled.
Very reliable trade all morning. But sometimes it's like that. The one time you try something, it just doesn't work, but there's no need to get discouraged.
How much did you lose, Dolby?
543.
So house is up about $400.
Okay,
Exactly.
we were
Look
down
at the
See if we get some
400
continuation here.
yesterday.
You're short, Jerome?
No, I took 2 shorts. I was 10 minutes and 20 minutes too early, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
puked.
Yep.
Didn't decide to take a third time, but like you explained, Dolby, sometimes you're gonna wait. That's what happened to me actually on Monday and Tuesday. I've been waiting. I hit a trade and then a tweet or a news, and boom. And so sometimes that's what happens. That's unfortunately the game and the system we play with. So if you get frustrated, get up, exit the screens, take some time off, breathe, touch some grass, drink some water, exercise, stretch yourself, give yourself back some inner momentum outside of trading, because you know when you stay in front of the screen and you lose,
So,
you get like
can we
in dark
make it to
eyes. You don't
7?
see
Order
the
filled.
shoots
Order
back again.
filled.
So when
Ah,
you take
crap.
time off,
Great point.
you can step back
Can't do
and
it.
be more objective. You know, speak to somebody, call a friend.
Did we
Reach
lose on
out
that,
to your
or
partner, or
what?
if
I
you don't
want
want
to
to speak
know.
to anybody, like just open the window, take some air,
We
and
lost
come
on
back
that.
10 minutes later in front of the screen. It will help you.
Long. That was close to where.
That was a great cover. Great accidental cover there, Jack. But even the
Wonderful
longs and
trade, yeah.
NQ. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
still
buyers
got crude
don't-
digging deep here, guys. Another new low.
Oh, wow. New low and crude.
If we reject
That'd be a fun
here.
market to trade.
I think, Jay, you were talking about last time we were around this area was back in November. Was that right?
Yeah, so let's take a look. So December lows right around here. But we stayed in this consolidation in crude oil from October until the end of the year, really. And we're coming down to the lows of it now, right around that 65 area. 2024 low in crude was on this adjusted chart 61.71. So we got about another $4 to that low. But yeah, this looks very heavy.
Let me
Wow.
get your charts real
So
quick
this is
there.
the new candle.
Yeah.
This candle
Man,
will either
NQ
take us
incredibly
long
tight 15-minute
or will
range. We did
continue
kind of bounce
short.
off the lows
So
of the
we look
15-minute
at
range.
here,
Kind of curious
and
to
we
see
go to
if
the 1 minute.
bulls hop in and support this. If not, it could be a pretty nice
Right
continuation
here
short in
with
NQ,
regular
potentially
candles.
doing stair-step lows if it can hold 300s. Otherwise, we get
Yeah,
above 300s. Maybe cheap short. That's not a cheap short. It's a continuation short. But maybe that would be a nice trade right here, right now.
If we're looking for continuation shorts on the NASDAQ, I think we could take it here. Your risk got to be about 40 points, though. So maybe you
40
wait until
points.
330s. Yeah, maybe you wait
Yeah,
until
that's a lot.
330s.
Yeah, or like 320s, 330s. Ooh, yeah, 333 would be really nice. There's actually a little bit of confluence there. I'll wait and
Could see
see.
Or is this the
continuation
megaphone?
downside here.
I don't know. Yeah, is it the megaphone? Could be. I mean, we have a nice little range on the 1 minute right here, right now, for maybe a continuation to the short side. Otherwise,
The thing is, yeah, the bounce is weak,
Back to range.
so part
It is
of it
pretty
is
weak.
telling me that it's profit taking. So if sellers want to keep selling and they break 249, yeah,
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm wishing we just
keep going.
smashed market sell there right at 20,300s. But it does feel heavy. I mean, Jay, we called it as soon as we got into that ES long. It's like something in the market just felt
Order filled. Order filled.
Felt like it was going to break range. It did. Now it's kind of thinking again.
Order filled.
It's really easy to get chopped up here. Mohammed in chat, how you doing, sir? Oh, mind is acting faster than the hands are today. RJ, everyone is afraid to trade. I don't know. Also counts doing.
Yeah, I got a
pretty
question
good. I mean,
here.
Plus 500.
Question here in chat from Ryan. Ryan's asking, do any of you on Top Step pay attention to the long and short-term divergences and RSI on ranging days? Can be very helpful. Can be very helpful in general. Never see either one talked about.
We don't actually have a ton of traders on who are trading. Oh, actually, David Green, I think, is the only trader we've had on who uses an RSI.
Hola Gina, ¿cómo
I
está?
don't use an RSI because I just found that
Todo
if I can
bien,
just draw the
gracias a Dios,
ranges,
sí.
then
¿Y
that's
tú?
basically the same information as RSI would give me, only it's tuned to me and my liking, so I prefer it. But I had an RSI phase for a while. But I think if you look at charts long
Ryan,
enough, you can start anticipating where things are going to
Está
look
bien,
like.
ya llevándola
If you
por la
have a clean
sombrita
range on a
mejor,
chart,
mejor
you draw
ahora
a volume
que
profile, there's like a
anteriormente.
90% chance it's going to
Hey.
be a standard distribution. And if you look at that enough, eventually you just don't need the volume profile anymore, in my opinion.
Order filled. Order filled.
Thank you, Dolby Time.
Yeah, that was a great
David
question.
Green's going to be with us here today,
Yo
Ryan.
bien,
He's going
ahí
to be here
llevándola
at 12 o'clock
también.
for Lunchbox Trading with Jay,
Sí, mi amor,
myself,
sí,
and
sí,
David
estoy en
Green.
la
And he's
casa.
going to join us for Power Hour with
¿Quieres que te
Dolby
pase
and
la
Jay.
tía?
So,
Un momento. Está
probably has some questions
levantadita y
there.
tiene
question.
buen
Thanks,
ánimo.
Ryan.
Un momento.
I use them as well. I use MACD and RSI, but I don't use them as trade entries. I use them as, let's say, an extra information indicator. But there's a lot of false positive. So what is a false positive? It's when you see a divergence, but it's not a divergence, but you believe it is, and so you get in a trade and you get stopped. So I stopped using them as entries, but more rather as an extra information.
Man, this
All right,
feels
here we
heavy.
go.
Jerome.
You working an offer?
Right now, we're just gonna have
Yep.
struggle.
All right. Looking for momentum trade to the downside?
It feels heavy.
Looking for us to go
Yeah, I
for the
think
lows of
just
yesterday.
struggle.
Nice. See what we can get. Where's your order at? If you don't mind Goldman knowing.
57.60 at the moment.
Still think we gotta sell some more.
57.60. Okay, and what's the strategy that you're using here, Jack, just for the people at home who might not be familiar with what you're trying to achieve with this trade?
I can keep it tight. And basically, it looks really heavy right now. We're making new lows. There's targets below this. We're not done yet. So if it trades there, it feels like it's going to trade. So we're probably
Order
gonna
filled.
pretty soon.
Order filled.
Tight. See if we get the bounce, or we'll see if we get the follow through to new lows.
Yep.
You got to be
I think we're
pretty
gonna get it.
damn
We're
close to
in.
getting filled. Yeah.
But little bounce right away. Don't love that. Come on, drill for the lows, baby.
You want me to go flush my toilet, Jack? Give me like 1 second.
Please do. I'll be quick to get out of this. Watch it.
If we can go CYA 68, I really like this trade.
CYA
It
68.
seems like we want 45s.
Here comes the back test.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to go. Someone just stepped in there. One's bidding 565.
What a jerk.
They moved.
To take profit.
Still in?
This
What?
aggressively got ripped away
Yeah.
from
I'm
Go
in
in.
your screen. All right, cool. Your screen's up. Yeah,
Thought we bet on that.
20,263 held as well. And that's top of consolidation of older consolidation in NQ. We're having a hard time in indices kind of extending below and sort of like that second range we're talking about. So like anything below 20,260 in NQ. And, you know, we're doing a much better job actually in ES, kind of extending into that range. So like 57.45 up to like 57.70, or like that consolidation that we had back between like March, yesterday, between 57.50 and 57.80. So kind of stuck in there. Guys, I feel heavy though. Still working your shorts, nice. Feels like we're gonna get this. I don't know, chat. How you feeling? You're good at momentum. Feel bullish? Feel bearish? Let us know.
Yeah, they're not going to make
Chat's
it that
probably bullish
easy.
down.
They never do. They never do. I kind of want some shorts too. It doesn't look that bad. Unless it's like a 15-minute range bounce, and this would be a really big bounce. But we do have Euro.
Order filled. Order filled.
So maybe there's some
We
shenanigans.
minus
happen
300 in
Euro
in the
covering.
Euro close. Yes.
So I think this is
If it
going to
is
be the
Euro
one.
covering, then do we
We're
think
gonna go
shorts
long.
cover here, come failed
Yeah.
moves, come fast moves, and we shoot high
Order filled.
up into like the middle of the old range? That would really torture some shorts if that ends up playing out.
Out there, Jack?
Yeah, they got us. So we're at 495 up in this account.
Okay. Still up on the day. And a lot of day left.
So much day left. So much day.
So he's hitting the.
We will be here for all of it. Man, longs do look pretty interesting, down by 20,260. Maybe we can do a wishing order at 250s and see if we can get a big, like a flush and a bid. All right, we're gonna offer 249s. Sorry, we're gonna bid 249s.
Okay, just
See if
looking
we
for a
can
quick stop run on that low and then getting back into it.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm looking left here, and we had this really nice consolidation yesterday,
Look at gold.
and the high of that is kind of offering up a support currently. So let's see if we can get a little push down, run some stops, and then maybe we have a very, very good long getting into Euro close if shorts decide to cover. But we're asking for the NQ to do something it hasn't done yet.
Gold
Yeah, I
is
know.
just moving
Yeah, what's it doing?
to the upside.
Upside?
29.40. Yeah, 29.40 traded here. Kind of wishing I did not let go of that trade I did earlier today because it was a great one. See if there's an opportunity to get back in here. A ton of buying just got absorbed at that high. So it's been giving us a pullback every time it does that. So if we get a pullback in gold, maybe down to 30.
This is the candle. This is the reversal candle.
Around there.
We got 5 minutes on it. It's going to go up here.
Nice.
Let's see
O'Shea,
what the
you are a
volume
resident gold trader
says.
right now.
Can I call myself a gold trader if I didn't take the trade?
No, you cannot. That's rule number one. You have to take. The
I'm
trade.
gonna enter one
All
more.
right, we've got a London close here in about 5 minutes there, Governor.
I've been
Order filled.
London close.
So 766 long.
Why? Thank you. I'm not going to do accents on TV because
766
that is
long
forever.
right here.
Internet does not forget.
That's the long. This is the
Come on, do
out.
it.
The out
Accents
is
are not my
right
strong suit. I'm more
here.
of a slapstick, flushing toilets on air sort of vibe.
Where
my
is
thing.
58
You know, I tell you,
at?
Toby time,
58.
you made me laugh numerous times today, my friend,
58.
and I appreciate it.
Wow, that's
Next
a
time I
lot.
see you, I'm going to give you a big man hug.
Hey, appreciate it. I'll accept your man hug.
Here we
Eddie.
go.
Yeah, here we go. What's going on?
There-
We're still going to offer up these
there we
250s
try
into Euro
again.
close.
58.
Well, I'm gonna see.
Looking
Oh,
for
you want to try shorts? Because I'll pull my longs if you're
Well,
trying.
59 is fine because that's
I
$1,000
want
bucks.
short 310s, but we didn't get it.
He's gonna do it.
314s precisely, but
He's gonna do it.
without us.
Actually, let's see.
You do what you got to do, Dolby.
I'm just trying to live.
Let's see if
trying to live
this
my
one
life.
works. If we
That's
leave
all-
it
that's all we
here,
can do.
Dolby, if you want to do a
just
perfect,
before the
you
low
want to do a
of
perfect
this one.
English accent to say Michael Caine, like Michael Caine, all you have to say is the phrase "my cocaine," Michael Caine.
Like, I'm also not saying that on TV either, Jack. But I thank you.
You don't want to play. You don't want to play today, all right?
Eds might be watching.
Michael Caine, right? Or you could be Ghost from Call of Duty. Right.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
We're going in guns blazing.
That was actually pretty good, Eddie. That was really good. We are not going to get. I don't know if we're going to get filled in these 250s. I'm hoping for a quick flash. Then a quick
I
back
think you're
up
gonna get
again.
filled here soon.
You think so? What's the
It
over
feel-
under?
yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it. Any of these bounces, there's really no volume in any of these bounces to the
Really?
upside. They feel kind
Is
of
this a silly
empty.
trade then?
Yeah.
Such a good
Yeah,
range
yeah.
on the 15-minute. Such
Top
a good
needed
range
to
on the
be
15-minute.
70s. That's too much for what I was
Yeah.
trying to do.
Here's in the next for one day.
Just want a quick little flash below, run some stops, and then shoot up 100 points in typical NASDAQ fashion. Obvious short. First one coming. Chad is not decided on what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes here.
So that user's name is first name. Do you think that they actually chose that, or they just went with, they didn't fill out the form?
They would always leave.
Oh,
Just
good
left it
question.
as first
First
name.
name. Please let us know.
Versus them
I want
leave
answers to all the
with
questions.
empty pockets, and pockets turned inside out.
I think he's the first name ever. That's why his name is first name.
Okay, this is going to be a very quick trade
So
if we get filled on
when
this.
I see when the market
Try shorts. I mean, shorts have been
Exactly.
reliable,
I
but
wanna
they're
get
very, very
short.
range bound today. Very, very range bound. Shorts have been good though; they've been paying. But we do have a
Get some
very good
volatility
15-minute
off.
range. Yeah.
We got a pop the other day off the euro close. Could be people covering, etc. So maybe you
Yep.
wait until 10:30.
Yeah, I think shorts maybe after 10:30 are pretty wise. But I do like this euro close. So kind of something we don't talk about a ton is the euro close. I know crude oil can get pretty volatile into euro close, which is 10:30. It's kind of a marker that I used to have in my chart. Sometimes when you're trading crude oil, you get actually like a reverse move. So if you're trending down in crude oil, then euro close, you might actually start getting a bid into like the last 10 minutes, which can move price, 20, 30 cents. Oh, yeah. This is kind of what we were looking for. Just didn't want to run stops first.
50 seconds till the euro close.
Yep. So second time we've tried a limit
Remember I
order,
said it?
did not get filled.
If
All we were looking for
Yesterday
was a
we
little
had
run
a-
just
let
outside.
me tell you what I
Sorry.
did here.
No, go ahead.
Gotta shut that dude off. Okay, so remember what I did. I had it down here at about 50, like 58 or 59. Remember? Because I was looking at, yeah, like a 59 or 60. And then I moved it down here. Okay, so if I would have left it here, somewhere here, it was like here, right? I pulled it down further below low day, because low day it was either this one, right? It was either this one or this one, because oh, this is the new candle.
After lunch, then I'll, come back, or if I happen to hear some news is great, know that could affect the market. I may come back, but for the most part,
This doesn't want to go up.
I'll start back up after it opens up for tomorrow. At 6 o'clock tonight, I'll start looking about 9. This doesn't want to go up. So this market is kind of sporadic. So you just got to know there are times when opportunities come out of nowhere, and if you just happen to be in the right place at the right time, you're gonna nail it. But good job. Very. So in that case, you take that money and go. That's $900. That's $900 you made.
Order filled.
People will kill to make $900. They will kill. We have a habit of being happy. We have a habit of not being happy with what we get. And then we're right back to where we were. Nothing. So
Okay, we done.
Order filled.
1,500 on that. So my thesis is, what happened to Rob? What happened to wow?
Order filled. Order filled.